Breaking news right from the Pro Bowl Center. The Broncos have done what we knew they were going to do, promoted Davis Webb from quarterback coach to offensive coordinator. A massive win for Sean Payton, Bo Nix, and the Broncos. Fellas, your initial reaction to hearing the news that we knew we were going to hear?
Yeah, I love it. I love it for Bo, honestly, because Bo is going to be able to keep his, I don't want to call it a barrier. What's a better word? A bridge.
Yeah.
Between himself.
Like the Golden Gate.
Yes, exactly. Like the Golden Gate Bridge, bridging Sean Payton and Bo Nix. I think that Davis Webb is kind of the perfect intermediary for them. As a guy who just understands Bo, understands Sean, knows how to kind of help with the communication between those two. I also love this for Davis Webb, and I think that maybe that might be the most underrated part of this for him. I did not want him to take the Raiders job, not because I was scared of him going to the Raiders, because I was scared for him to have his career go into the black hole that is being part of the Raiders organization. Now he gets to stay with the Broncos, stay with Bo, stay with Sean, and just continue to elevate his kind of shine around the league. And I'm very confident that 1 year from now we'll probably be talking about Davis Webb being a head coach of a team with an exciting young quarterback. And so I'm happy for Davis Webb. I'm also very happy for Bo Nix.
Yeah, I would say, like the Golden Gate Bridge, this is maybe the best possible bridge, like the very best bridge, like the Golden Gate Bridge is the top bridge. Because, I mean, it's Davis Webb. It's the same guy Bo has known since he got to Denver. It's the same interpreter for everything that's going on in the offense, same guy who's going to be talking through everything that happens in practice. You know, things will obviously change because Davis has a bunch of other responsibilities now too. Who knows if he's the guy who's going to be leading every meeting in the quarterback's room? Who knows what how those conversations will go when there's not as much time to dig into every single detail. So it won't be the exact same, but when things are going well, you want to keep them going well by just keeping everything the same. And so I think at the very least, you have one more of the same voice that's going to be in the room. And how could you not love that?
And also, I mean, this is just huge for Davis's development because now he's going to be potentially the hottest head coach candidate next year, especially if the Broncos just continue to get better year after year like they have. I mean, just remember too, Davis is also getting credit, rightfully so, for not just what he's done with Bo, but what he did with Russ. Russ had the worst year of his career, and then the next year with Davis and Sean, he turns in and puts together statistically a really good season. So he's going to get that boost as well. And man, he's going to be a hot head coach candidate next year as well. This is it's a huge win for the Broncos, for Davis, for Bo, for Sean, really all the way around. And unfortunately, it came at the expense of Joe Lombardi, but there was no chance, guys, that the Broncos were going to be able to keep Davis Webb as the pass game coordinator like he was last year. The Broncos already had to give him a promotion from quarterbacks coach 2 years ago. Last year, they bumped him up to pass game coordinator. They gave him assistant head coach title, and they gave him a lot more cash. He's getting more cash now to be that offensive coordinator. And it's going to be interesting to see just how much more responsibility Sean gives him. We don't expect him to get play calling duties, take that away from Sean, but I would expect Sean to put a lot on his plate right now. And we know that Sean wants to really make receivers catch like this, and he wants to get the run game going as well. Henry, you got something?
Quarterbacks coach? Did we know that?
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry,
I was about to hit that. All good. And the run game is going to be huge for the Broncos. That's something that Sean made a huge emphasis on after the season was over. So Davis, he's pass game coordinator last year. He's going to have to work with Zac Stevens to get that run game going as well because Sean was not happy with that.
And one more thing on this. It gives you time to prepare for the post-Davis Webb life. I think that he really burst onto the scene this year. It kind of, I think, started with Sean giving him play calling in the preseason. He blew up in there, and then it was kind of like a race for Davis Webb to become a head coach after that out of nowhere. Now you can kind of prepare for that as the Broncos. Find maybe the next person who's going to be the interpreter between Sean and Bo. And I don't think that can be maybe a little overstated. Like, I don't think that they have some tenuous relationship, but I think that it is nice to have a young person in the room who understands Bo a little more, understands Sean and his perspective on it.
The way I was told in the building, especially over this past week, with some drama getting out there, this is like an old married couple. where they're able to go back and forth with each other. It's not Sean dogging on Bo because Bo hits him right back, and that's what the dynamic has been like for a couple of years now. Now that I think Bo has been with the Broncos for 2 years now, getting a little more comfortable, or actually getting a lot comfortable, now he's comfortable being with like that in public. So now we're seeing what it's been like behind the scenes for the past 2 years, and I think that's just a healthy relationship right there. Instead of having it be something like Brady and Belichick, where everything's kept under the surface for 20 years and then it just explodes into a divorce right there. We're starting to see these dynamics, fun dynamics, as we're kind of learning, come out here. And one of the guys that could become the next Davis Webb, Henry, you want to tell us about him?
It's Logan Kilgore.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
You said this last week.
Yes, I do. I'm a big Logan Kilgore guy.
Okay.
Yes.
I like
Go
it.
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I just think that he is. I think that he's absolutely the next one in line. This is a guy that Sean Payton kind of handpicked and brought in here originally, and I think he's perfectly lined up to be the next great Sean Payton disciple, which that coaching tree is really starting to grow and blossom. So Logan Kilgore, a guy who's loved in that room as well, just like Davis Webb was, and I was prepared for him to, step up to whatever level he needed to, depending on what happened with Davis. So I think this is perfect. You have Davis Webb now as the offensive coordinator, Logan Kilgore as the quarterback's coach. You're going to see that name, get used to it. That is going to be a growing name over the next couple of years.
100%, and just like Davis Webb, he's very young, been coaching for a while already, and I still think he's in his late 20s right now. So just really, really crazy development for him, and man, he's got to be thrilled for this. He was offensive assistant last year and got moved up to this role, and man, it's going to be crazy seeing his stock just take off right now too with Bo's success.
Yeah, no, I think it makes a lot of sense. Again, it's continuity. And with somebody getting a promotion into that job, not somebody who's an established quarterbacks coach, I think it opens the door for Davis Webb to have a little bit more control over that room. And I don't want to say like avoid giving responsibilities to Logan Kilgore, but keep Davis Webb active in that room and his voice being heard often.
It's just incredible. Learned yesterday that Vance Joseph is going to stay as a defensive coordinator. This is a perfect, pretty much near perfect offseason for the start of the offseason for the Broncos. With keeping Vance, you keep Davis Webb. You have to move on from Joe Lombardi in order to keep him. You lose Jim Leonard to the Bills, but it was you had to keep either Vance or Jim Leonard. And for a moment, it looked like the Broncos might lose one or the other right there. Instead, they keep the head guy, so that's probably the ideal situation right there. So this offseason, it's just a start. We're 8 days into the offseason for the Broncos, and it has been a perfect start. Fellas, any final thoughts?
Final thought, just to circle back to what I was saying before, now you're prepared to expect to lose Davis Webb next offseason. He is going to be a hot name all year. You've got Logan Kilgore. You can kind of start training him to be the next Davis Webb as you get ready.
Henry, any final thoughts?
No, you guys nailed it. I
Okay,
think that's
here's
it.
Final thought. Come here. Look at how stupid the Pro Bowl is. This is the field. It's 40 yards. 40 yards. Crazy. That's the breaking news coming to you straight from San Francisco inside the Pro Bowl.